All right, guys, welcome to another episode. And I'm Grim Reaper.
I'm Tito. What did
And
you?
this is Bay Area Network. And we're going to be talking about Gotham. Yes, that TV show. I've seen every single episode so far. Don't like the show. My brother loves the show. Now, the only reason he likes the show, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what reason he likes the show, really. But he says one of his favorite parts of the show is the Penguin. Yes, I'm going to agree with him with that one. The guy who plays the Penguin is a pretty cool. He does a really good performance, and I'll give it to him. That's one of the best parts of the show is the guy who plays the Penguin. It's one of the better performances.
Yeah.
It was a kind of a cool concept. I just don't know if it'll last.
Maybe it'll last. Here's so you saw the whole thing through. Mm-hmm. What did you think about? Has it? How many episodes has it already been?
9, 10.
Okay.
So,
what do you think so far? Just in general.
Don't like the show.
Yeah, like
I don't know why I keep watching this. Like you know, it's like watching a car wreck and you're like, I just gotta watch it all the way through. I just gotta see this whole crash go
this
through.
Is gonna be a very negative episode, but stick around. Well, just listen to us, man. Like you might agree with some stuff,
and you might go. You might not. Just make sure you leave a comment below and let us know what you thought of the show. But as far as it goes, yes, okay, you get the origin story. And it's basically a story of the crime in Gotham, what's going on, and Jim Gordon's rise to commissioner, and Bruce Wayne trying to deal with his life after his parents' death. Now, we never really got to see Bruce Wayne's we never delved into Bruce Wayne's life after his parents' death, going into becoming Batman. We just always saw his boom and then pow, Batman. With this one, you get to see him dealing with it. Now, we all know that Commissioner Gordon is a badass. He was in the military, This one, there's a few episodes where he's doing, fighting guys, and he's doing pretty well. And then also he's getting his butt handed to him. Like, for a guy who's military trained, shouldn't get his ass handed to him so quickly. There's a lot of key fights where one episode, I can't remember which episode it was in, where he gets beaten pretty badly. I'm like, bro, you're ex-military. You should be able to handle him a lot easier than that. You make it seem like you have no fighting experience at all. Like you have never fought in your whole life.
In this show, and I did not stick all the way through. Just so you guys know, I just flat out stopped watching. Maybe I'll get back into it, but I'll explain why in a few. In this show, does it explain that he was ex-military? Or no, in this show he was he was in the.
I think they do mention it. I'm not even sure. I kind of zone out
because I don't remember them ever mentioning. I think he was a cop elsewhere, and then he came back to Gotham.
He came to Gotham, but I know that in the comic books he has military training, and if you're gonna base it on a comic book series, yes, there's some like Fish Mooney is a new character just made for TV, not in the comic book. She's just for TV.
Couldn't have picked a better name. Fish Mooney.
Yeah, so honestly, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna let that one go because
Fish Mooney.
Anything could kind of go, I guess, in the ordinance story, but not really.
Mooney, Fish, Mooney, Fish Mooney. So, all right. Name aside. Yeah, the way that the show was introduced to me was awesome. It was, Commissioner, at that point, Detective Gordon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Detective Gordon and Bullock, which we all remember from the animated TV series.
Yeah.
He was the Fatty McFat there that was always having a burger. Yeah, a donut, some fries. He was
a slobby cop.
Yeah. You saw him in he wasn't exactly corrupt in the cartoon, but he was not, like, he just hated Batman and he wanted Batman to be put down. In this show, I can see how they made him corrupt. I'm okay with that. But the way I had thought of it was more, the Maronis, or no, Falcone family,
Falcone,
it was going to be
power struggle.
Yeah, well, it was going to be The Sopranos, but through like
through the cop's view.
Yeah, like you're seeing Commissioner, or sorry,
from Jim Gordon's point of view.
Yeah, Jim Gordon's point of view.
Like L.A. Law. No, not L.A. Law. Like NYPD Blue. No. That doesn't sound right. Like some new cop show.
Oh yeah,
you know,
called Gotham.
Right? Yeah.
You know the way. Yeah. So you'd see, and then you'd have like villains from time to time
making appearance.
Making appearance. But
with that being said, let's jump into this. Okay, so from when I saw the first trailer of Gotham, I was like, nope.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was nope too, but I stuck around a little longer than that.
So I was like, this show is not going to do well. It's going to be horrible. And so far, I've been right. So far, I have been right. The show is horrible. Oh God, it's so bad. But okay, now we're going to jump into the villains. And reasons why this show makes me angry. The Riddler is working with the cops. He's in his early 20s.
Yeah. Yep.
Wrong. You have the Penguin. Early 20s, mid 20s, or something like that. Wrong. You have Catwoman in her teens, 12. It's like Bruce Wayne.
She does not look 12, by the way.
Well, that looks like that's probably what they're shooting for. Okay, that's somewhat kind of accurate. Poison Ivy, a little bit younger than them. I could go with that one. That's fine.
That's fine.
Victor Zsasz.
Well, was it Poison Ivy?
Yes, it was.
Was it Poison Ivy though? Because what's her?
No. Her last name, yes, is different in the show, but her name. She says her name is Ivy. She's around plants. Come on, you can't get any.
Yeah, I mean,
and of course she's gonna go through. Remember, now she's a foster child.
What you call it?
She's a foster child now. She could get adopted to a family that has last name Isley. So
yeah, but her name is Ivy, not Pamela.
Yeah, they call her Ivy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're doing with that.
Yeah.
Then you have Victor Zsasz. He's almost 40. What the fuck? That's all I can say. Is because all these characters, when you see them when Batman starts fighting, they're close to his age or maybe a little bit younger, but they're not hella older than he is.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Victor Zsasz alone, okay, yeah, they got who he is right. He's a mob enforcer and he's a serial killer. And he cuts, little notches on his arm or on his body part to mark how many people he's killed. But he's not that old. And then they showed the black, someone who's related to the Black Mask, an uncle, father. Who is he? But I'm like, come on, you guys are just dumping all these names from all these comic book villains and throwing them in there. Yes, they are part of Gotham, but yet not all of them were born and lived in Gotham. They all just, some of them gravitated to it, and two, they're not older than Batman, and that's just horrible.
They had what's his face, the lawyer, the DA.
Yes, Harvey Dent. He's also another thing that I went villains first. He's not a villain yet. But.
So he and Bruce were supposed to be like
college friends, and they grew up together. Yeah, they're friends.
Yeah, they're friends. And in this one, they're if he'd be going to college really late if unless Bruce Wayne went to college really early. Yeah.
But I don't think Bruce Wayne at 12 years old was going to bar hopping and going, "Hey baby, how you doing? Let's go to my dorm."
Hey baby, how you doing? Let's go to my dorm.
But another toss-away character was a villain that Bruce Wayne himself go head to head with. It's another the bully at his school. The guy hates Bruce Wayne, and then he becomes a villain who hates Batman, but doesn't know that they're both the same one and the same.
Nah.
So Bruce Wayne and him are not friends. But then his alter ego Batman and his alter ego hate each other. So it's like all right, that was like a throwaway. That was like a little scene they had, and it's just whatever. We're not gonna go back to that ever. But those are things I'm just like, no, really, it's just pointless. I could see if they were kind of do this show and kind of like breeze over certain things, but it would have been better if it was point of view from Jim Gordon and him dealing with the crime and stuff like that, without throwing in Catwoman, without throwing in any of the other super villains that are going to be in the show. Just stick with him and the Maroni and the Falcone and other.
I'm okay. Look, if they do a few things that were If they do a few things that are,
he doesn't even know.
Yeah, no.
Do a few things different?
No. Well, what I was gonna say was if they make up a few things, that's fine. Have a Black Mask there, be older. Okay, you can use up some of the things on the show now that that didn't exist in the comics. That's fine with me. But the thing is, they're throwing way too much at me. I stopped watching because I just couldn't bear to see.
There's only so much things at you. Like Lego Batman was throwing batarangs at that one little light, that little button.
In the Lego movie.
Yeah. He was throwing all those batarangs at that one little thing just to hit that button. That's exactly what they're doing to us. They're just throwing so many things at us.
Yeah, so, look, I get it. You got, like, Fox is trying to give us, like, too much fan service that at that point it becomes not fan service and
it just comes to pandering.
Yeah, I don't want to see, and yes, I know he's not in every episode, but I don't want to see Bruce Wayne in every episode. Look, I get it. You're trying to establish this is how he becomes the world's greatest detective. He solves the mystery of who killed my parents.
At 12 years old.
At 12 years old. I don't care. Look, maybe you want to show it to me. That's fine. Don't show it to me as often. Don't have Jim Gordon come over to the house for some bacon and eggs and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix all of this." You know, I don't care. Freaking just give me what you were pitched to me, or at least what I thought it was gonna be, which was, you know, Jim Gordon.
And his rise to becoming commissioner. And
his
Batman,
rise,
and Batman becoming into it. Now, see, that's the concept. That's the concept I would have loved to see. You know, from the basically Gotham from Jim Gordon's point of view, and being a dark, gritty show. It would have been an amazing show with him too, like Organized Crime and him trying to figure out the Bruce Wayne's murder, but yet not just have have Bruce Wayne like cameo into it once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while.
That would have been a show I would have watched.
I feel like everybody loves. What's the show with no
Chris? Oh,
no. Yeah, no. The one with Ice-T. Law
and Order SVU.
Just plain Law and Order. Everybody watches and loves Law and Order. I feel like this would be a really good. Like the premise that was given to me, that would be a very good
like the
serial.
Shield. Have you ever seen The Shield?
I never seen The Shield, but
okay, it's basically a cop it's a dirty cop, but it's very gritty. The way the show is shot is all like handheld, kind of like there's no steady cam, but I mean it's very gritty how it's done. But I mean if the show was shot like that, Gotham was shot like that, minus Jim Gordon being dirty, but I mean shot
no,
like that,
well, that's
awesome.
still okay. Jim Gordon can work. He doesn't have to be dirty, but we already see in the show that he's. Like
he's not dirty.
He's not dirty, but he's willing to work within the system. So let's say, for example, the Penguin. He was willing to play ball. He was taking him up to the pier, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll let these people believe that I'm dirty, but I'm not gonna give up my morals for this." He fake shoots, throws them away, and just tells them, "Don't come back." Of course he does.
Yeah, like an idiot.
What an idiot. But that's all of that is okay. But you can have a dirty cop. It doesn't have to be Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
And we already see it's not Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
It is Bullock.
Yeah.
Harvey Bullock, right? Yeah. Harvey Bullock. So you totally could have done that. It's something I would have enjoyed to see. I like watching you just said it, Law and Order. I like watching Law and Order. You can have it's Law and Order. Every episode is its own episode. It doesn't cross over with anything else. They're all different cases. Unless
it's something that has to happen. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it though, it's with that being said, I did not like the fact what they're doing with his future wife. She was a lesbian. She was with this other female cop Montoya. I'm like, I mean, you guys are just creating more and more things and just adding on top of stuff that doesn't really need to be there.
Yeah.
Go back to the source material, guys. Okay. Here is my pitch to you writers on Gotham. Go back to the source material. Look at what's written. Follow that. Pay attention to it. Don't change or tweak these to be more relevant or more shocking. No, we don't want that. We want to see what we've read and see it being realized on film and on TV. Be as close as the source material as possibly can. Don't change things. Don't tweak it. Don't add things that are there for shock value. Don't add in villains in there just because it would be fun to have the villain in there. No, it's not fun. It's not cool.
Now they said that they're and this is so they can I guess do whatever they want within the show, but that it's not it's a different universe than what we know, so they can kill off characters that wouldn't be killed off already. They said that. I'm okay with that, I guess, but it's still not a
Which
show.
Earth number are they using?
It's still not a show that I want to continue watching, because at that point, it's not what was pitched to me. It's not what was like. At that point, you have a show that is your own show.
Yeah. That
you have names that exist on other people, but you're not going to respect the history of those names. And at that point, it's like watching. Let's see. Let me. What is the worst example that I can come up with? It's like watching. Well, this is not a bad example, but no, I can't come up with a bad enough example, I guess. But let's just pretend like it's like watching a Justice League movie that they kill off the Justice League, and now you have like
the B team.
Yeah, the B team. I don't know. I can't give a bad enough example. This is bad.
Bad, yeah. But if you think about it, the one thing that I did like that they did get right was Alfred. They got a great actor to play Alfred. He's a little bit more grittier than we're used to, which I like. He's not laid back Alfred that we've seen in the animated series or in the Batman movies that we've gotten. He's a bit more. You can tell he's seen shit.
Yeah,
you can tell this guy. Well, this Alfred has seen some stuff go down.
Yeah,
and my favorite episode was when actually Wayne Manor gets attacked, and they're after Catwoman. Well, in the show she's called Cat. They're after her, but
yeah, I forgot.
Alfred goes straight, defends them, and he's going hand to hand, knocks this one guy out, takes another guy out. I mean, Alfred was handing some asses that day. He was just kicking ass and taking names, and I loved
like
it.
That. I guess I'll stick around a little longer to see that episode, but yes,
it's already out.
Yeah, no,
you gotta check that. But that's the one episode I like. That's the only episode I really like because they got Alfred down perfectly, and then which is kind of sad.
That's what I.
And the fun thing is, as badass as we was at fighting, that's how That's how
Jim Gordon
that's how
should
Gordon should be. He should be like that. Not as gritty as Alfred, because he's had years on him and he's been through a lot more than Jim Gordon has. But Jim Gordon, even though has military training as well, he's not as hardened as Alfred is at that point. But he should be as badass as Alfred.
What I feel like, based on what I just heard, again, I have not seen that far, but it's great that they have Alfred, and yet he's still nerfed because he's taking care of this little emo kid. Of course, he just saw his parents be killed. I totally get that, but we don't need to see that much of him, and I feel like at this point he's just a nanny to this emo kid. That's just what I see.
He's more of a nanny and also a bodyguard.
Yeah, but he's a nanny.
He's a nanny guard. But even with that being said, this show is
stop doing that. But don't you cut yourself? What are you gonna jump off the building? Just jump already.
But all in all, I mean, the show has a lot going against it. I mean, negatively wise, they had some cool things happen in the show. I only can name that one that I think was done right. Other than that, I mean, I don't see anything turning around for this show to make it even worth going on for another season.
What I was going to say earlier is when you were talking about stick to the source material, at this point, it's too far gone. I like it's.
That's what the doctors would say. Pull the plug.
Yeah, it's its own universe, but it's not a universe that I wanna see.
Yeah,
I will.
So over it.
Yeah, I'll watch a little more just to see like the cool action things.
Like I said, they better not bring in a Bane.
Oh my!
That would totally. I'm like, for real, guys.
And then, I mean, maybe they'll give a better Bane than what we saw in the.
Yeah, but you can't have Bane be in the show and Bruce Wayne still being a kid. It's not gonna make any sense.
I know. Yeah, no, but I don't
want
to see
them. They probably will do it.
They'll do it. Like, you know. They're gonna do it.
You cannot.
They already did it. The thing is, they already brought the drug that's gonna lead to Venom.
That was,
or that it already is. They already.
Yeah, that was a stupid episode.
That
was a dumb episode. They had a lot of stupid episodes.
As
far as stupid episodes go,
there's just bringing.
This one season had more stupid episodes than Smallville combined. Ooh,
yeah, Smallville had a lot of
bad episodes.
Yeah. Again, I like Smallville, but I am totally willing to admit that this
Smallville had some cheesy episodes. Oh yeah.
So,
but I mean, this whole season's has been worse than Smallville combined altogether, which is, I mean, one whole season. Like, this is half a season, and it's just very, very disappointing and frustrating as a comic book fan and nerd, and anybody who loves Batman is just like really. But for any of you guys, check out this one reviewer. She does reviews of TV. She does great reviews. She's pretty awesome. Her name is Imari Sofia. There's a link below or annotation. Click it. Check her channel out. She does some pretty cool talking for Walking Dead, Gotham. She doesn't do The Flash. She does Game of Thrones as well. She also does cover music as well. Check her channel out.
Okay.
She does a lot of that. So she will be back again when Gotham picks up again. She did. I think her last talk was. I think she was talking about Game of Thrones. I think that was the last one I saw that she had posted up. But yeah, we'll come back with more. This channel will do more. I'll talk about Gotham as the season finally wraps up at the end of the season.
I'll stick around.
I only watch it because it's like one of those car wrecks you have to. You know the car wreck's gonna happen. You don't want to turn away because you want to. Ooh, how bad is it gonna be?
I'm gonna watch it for you guys just so you can hear my. I know it's not gonna improve. They're not gonna pull an X-Men reset like they did with X-Men. Like, we did this back in time thing. That means everything that happened
all over again.
Because at that point,
or Bruce Wayne wakes up, it was all a dream.
Everybody still exists. You can't rewind. You can rewind time, I guess, but you can't rewind people. Like, they're still going to be that age.
Yeah.
It's pull the plug, start over, rename it Gotham, or the GPD. I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would love that. What I thought Gotham was going to be. But
that's what I thought it was going to be too, because they had the shield in the background. But until then, guys, I'm Grim Reaper.
I'm a very disappointed Tito.
And you've been watching Bay Area Networks. All right, guys. See you guys around. Bye.